What is up, guys? Hfmasters here, and as you guys probably know, you saw the basically video. We are going to be doing an actual thoughts video, as you guys can clearly see. Now, since this is unlisted, we get to show you the actual images, which is really nice. And let's just go ahead and get started with this. We're going to start off with the Spinjitzu set, the Kai and Samurai thing. I don't know what to say. It's a $20 set. These are like some jump Spinjitzu things. I guess they look good. Probably the most interesting thing is the fact that this appears to be the only spinner that has a bad guy, this samurai figure. So I'm assuming he would have to know Spinjitzu. So it's kind of an interesting prospect to like what may happen with this character. Other than that, I really have no interest for this. What do you think?
Yeah, all I really know about this is that I know that this is supposed to be attached to some forbidden Spinjitzu storyline that they're going with, which I don't really know how much that is, but I'm guessing because this one Ice Samurai guy clearly knows it, it's going to be some sort of ancient art thing going around that. And I'm assuming the way it's going to work is, I guess, minor spoilers for Lego Movie 2, but there's this thing, Emmett does this like punch thing where he breaks things. So guessing by the fact that the way these seem to work is that the idea is you launch the spinners upward and they come slamming down. I think it might be more of that type of thing, a more destructive power, which is why I guess it would be forbidden Spinjitzu. But yeah, as far as the sets go, they aren't all that interesting, to me at least. They're just kind of like retreads of the same thing, but at least they're trying something new. I do like that at least this time though, they went back and have exclusive minifigures again.
Yeah, I do like the exclusive minifigures, and I do like the fact that they're... I mean, it's kind of the same thing as the Legacy sets, the whole spinning thing, but I like how they have this new jumping feature or whatever. Probably the last thing I would want to say is Kai, he's got the gold, which...
Yeah, that's kind of weird. He's the only one with the gold. Everyone else has silver. I think Nia, in that one set where she comes in, she might have a gold one.
The Katana set?
Actually, you know what? Now that I think about it, I think that's because, yeah, no, she is the prelim Kai hoodie on, but I'm pretty sure I've seen a minifigure leak where it's just silver with the dark blue transparent thing, and it looks pretty good.
Alright.
But yeah.
Yeah. And then, I mean, the rest of these sets, I'm not sure what to say here.
Yeah, the thing with all the Spinjitzu sets is they're all the basic same thing. They just have slightly different side builds. So I know Jay has like a spring-loaded shooter one. Zane has some sort of robot training dummy. I'm not really sure what Lloyd is. There's just a bunch of random things. They're just there. I don't know what they're supposed to be. But they're all pretty much the same things. They're just slightly different side builds. Kind of like the Spinjitzu Master sets from the Sog Wave. That's pretty much what these are. They're just whatever. I'm not particularly interested in them. These $10 spinner things, they're fine. They're like cool entry level sets. They're not particularly something that has interested me as of late. But yeah.
Yeah, the Lloyd spinner is most probably interesting. It almost looks like this is a an add-on, but I'm not exactly sure. Like, because there's 3 or 4 of whatever this is, and one of them has a weapon, I'm assuming, like there. But the one looks like it's connected to it, but I don't see any way they would connect
So the thing with this is because I know these spinners, all the legacy ones came with the clips on the side. I'm sure most of you guys have a legacy spinner and you know that they all have the little clip things. But the thing with these Lloyd weapons is none of them have a clip to connect to the spinner on the bar section. So I don't know what these are. They're just there.
Yeah,
just cause.
It's mainly just the way like this image looks. It just kind of works out really well. But anyways, let's move on.
Actual sets. Everyone's so excited. We're gonna start off with the real set.
Polar bear set.
Polar bear set. Lloyd's Adventures. Now, I know this is like an 80-piece set, which is small, but it does come with the polar bear. The polar bear. It's a wolf, but we're just gonna call it the polar bear because it's a meme now. But yeah, it comes with that the animal, the wolf, whatever, the polar bear. It comes with that, so obviously that's, where the 20 pieces come from. It's fine. I don't it's just whatever. It's the $10 set of the wave. I think I like it more than other $10 sets they've done recently, but it's not particularly great either. But I'll give them this: the minifigure will be good. The ice villain guy. It's gonna be nice to get him in that cheap set.
Yeah, the minifigures are all gonna be good. The thing with this set, the fact it's a $10 set, it looks really weird, but at the same time, I had to really think about this because my original reaction to this when I first saw it was, this set's just awful. But I had to think about it. For a $10 set, it's not awful. You get this wolf, you get the minifigure, which we know the minifigures and are all going to be really good, which we'll talk about later because the builds aren't necessarily all that great, but the minifigures are good. This is no exception to that. This build isn't good, but the fact that this is $10, it's something it can be a throwaway build. It's unique, I guess. It's an interesting thing. I just like how it's different from the Spinjitzu training sets we've been getting, which are the last two $10 sets we've had.
And the thing with this is that this is it's basic enough and small enough where I think you could actually combine this in with the bigger Ice Castle set and it would fit in perfectly and not feel out of place.
I could see that.
It makes it feel a little more appealing. It has a little bit more going for it. But also, one thing we should note right away, which we haven't, is that these are all prelim images, and I don't know how far along any of these sets are. Because I look at this image and I look at the Lloyd and the way it's connected, it looks so just terribly photoshopped on. They don't have any airlines or something that they would normally have to make it look like he's jumping. So
yeah, it looks like it's photoshopped on, but the other thing is the background does look, I guess, kind of complete.
All of these sets are in this really weird spot where they're all clearly prelim, but they all look like they're farther along than a normal prelim because all of these sets have specific things that normally prelims won't have, and those things are, most of them have a finalized sort of background image behind the actual set that you would see on the box, and then a lot of them have printing and stickers, which is something you don't typically see in these prelim pictures. But at the same time, you also see in a lot of these sets that they have placeholder minifigures and incomplete minifigure printing, so it's very weird and kind of it's in a really weird spot as far as telling how far along these sets are. Even those Spinjitzu minifigure, not the minifigures, but the Spinjitzu slam sets, comparatively to the legacy sets, the artwork they have in the corner of each image. Last year when the legacy sets leaked, they still used the hunted artwork, but this year they have full-blown new ones with the new minifigure designs. So they're at least further along than legacy is, but we can't really tell for sure. But yeah, I don't know if there's anything else you want to say about this $10 set.
I'll add just one thing. Random gold sword in the ice. I don't know what that's for, but it's there. At least I think it's a sword. Not too sure, but that's there. But let's move on. Katana set thing, whatever this is called. I can't see.
I think it's called Katana 4x4. It looks like a giant ATV. That's pretty much all I get. It's really weird.
Isn't this thing supposed to be 400 some pieces?
I know it's in I think it's in the upper 400s, 450 plus, which means it's probably $50, which I don't know. This to me
doesn't look
just
50.
Where it is now doesn't look like something I want to pay $50 for. It's not a particularly great design to me. I liked it more before I figured out if you look right in the front, there's this giant
saw.
Yeah, this giant saw blade thing, and that looks just terrible to me. I liked it more when it was just empty there next to that grill section, but that giant saw with the gear just looks stupid.
Yeah, the thing though is we know what this is gonna do. You're gonna move it around. The saw is gonna move. What I don't understand is why they don't have this plate, whatever, this brown bar piece, I guess, grill piece. Why not put it lower down and kind of in front of this gear? And maybe it's just the angle and this is actually how it's gonna be, but I don't think so. Why not put it kind of further out and further down so it actually blocks out the gear, so we don't have to see that?
They can't do it to block out the gear because it'll interfere with the
function.
that saw piece. They technically could. There's it'd be a really complicated design because it'd have to be just barely covering it, and then it would have to be still above the saw, so it would be difficult for them to design it that way. But even still, they could just use a smaller gear in the front.
Yeah,
like,
it's just doesn't look good.
It's whatever. It's
Yeah, I mean it's a cool feature, but
I'll give them this. It's a lot more unique, and it feels less like a retread than previous vehicles, but it's just not working for me.
yeah, this is definitely a more unique, way more unique vehicle than some of the other sets that we'll see later.
We'll see if it turns out better in official images.
Yeah,
but
the thing with
just
this
the basic design of it right now isn't looking all that great to me.
Yeah, with this you can tell this has got to be really prelim, and there's a lot of things that are saying this. First of all, the background, it's just this sand color. There's nothing going on here, so we know.
And the minifigures are all incomplete.
Completely messed up.
This set doesn't have printing. It doesn't look like it just anywhere.
Yeah,
which
we've got
a
the
lot
Nia
of the other
with
sets
the gold.
do. Yeah, the
Nia
Nia just straight up has Kai's hood piece, which I know it's supposed to be like a gunmetal with dark blue on the top.
There's
because
also
there's minifigure leaks.
There's also the snake that just has
the snake
like,
that doesn't have a
nothing.
torso.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on there, but cool thing, fire snake guy, he looks good. This is another positive thing about this set.
From what I can see from the minifigure leaks, just between fire snakes and these ice samurai guys, all the villains look really, really good. And I know they have, for these fire snakes in particular, they've designed these new heads, and they implement super well with these new armor pieces, and it looks really good. So some good stuff there.
I feel like this set is just an all minifigure set, just the way it looks.
Yeah.
Which I kind of feel that way with a lot of these sets. But I mean, you look at this one, you've got this like general snake. You got another snake here, who I guess could be throwaway. Got Kai. You've got the Nia spinner, which is pretty exclusive. And then you've got this katana 4x4, which I don't know.
Yeah. I'm not sure about it. It's we'll see. We'll see when official images come out.
We'll have to see.
We'll get better opinions there because obviously prelim. I only go so far with prelims. I can't ever fully judge something just based on prelims because they're prelim. But again, just the basic design of it right now isn't looking that great.
The last thing I just want to quickly mention, the side builds. There's this one thing in the corner, right next to Nia. I don't know what this is. It looks like a sword. It looks like random pieces, honestly. I can't tell you what exactly that is. Could be a minifigure there.
Yeah,
honestly.
It looks like it's just an incomplete minifigure.
Yeah.
But because the torso is like the same color as the background, so it just blends in.
I don't know what's going on there.
Yeah, I think it's a minifigure being knocked over.
Yeah, and then there's just a sword kind of structure thing, which is, whatever. I think that's probably a collectible. And there's writing there, but it's way too small.
All right, let's move on.
Yeah. Oh, Zaya de Fuoco! Yes!
The fire snake thing. Yeah, this looks like it's really early prelim. It's got no minifigures. It's got no background. It doesn't have printing, but I doubt it's going to have printing.
The other thing is, first there's a thing. It's like kind of cut off.
There's like a
but the
giant
other
white
thing
thing
is,
cutting it off.
the way this picture is given to us, I don't. This can't be the entire set.
Oh, it's not possible. Especially with the piece count for this set is supposed to be in the 400s, the lower 400s, and I'm looking at this right now. There's no way.
Yeah, there just can't be. It can't. We already know this isn't even the picture of the whole set because if you look at the tail, it's cut off.
Yeah,
I
think that's going to just be the end of the tail.
Yeah.
Like that'll be the last section.
But even if this is an impressive snake build.
It looks pretty good. I'll give him. I do like this. The chair on the head is kind of stupid.
I think
I'll just take the chair off, but
I think it'll be like a general sits on there.
Yeah, but it still looks stupid. I just rather have it just because the chair is so like overblown and giant and over exaggerated.
I wonder if you can take it off. I feel like you could take it off.
I think you can, but it might look a little weird. I feel like there's going to be a specific ways connected. Might be like a saddle on the dragons.
Yeah, I hope it's just like a stud connection, just a basic stud connection, and it's just I don't know.
Yeah. Also, a thing that's kind of interesting is this set is so close to the Great Devourer build. Even going to the way that the neck arches back before like the head section and then arches forward, it's designed exact same way as the Great Devourer.
It's just a modern version.
It's like a modernized version. I do think it looks good though. The
Oh, it
trans
looks
orange
great.
also a good addition. I think that's a great use there. Makes it look a lot better.
It does have that very simple, black trans red color scheme that everyone kind of hates on, but it looks good. Looks fine. Really sucks that we don't have any other info on this thing. We only have the snake. There's no way this is going to be its own, thing. I just can't see this being its own thing.
Yeah, there's no way they'll sell it without minifigures.
Yeah, there's obviously
like there's no way.
We know we're probably gonna. I imagine we're gonna get a. Snake
I think we'll get some
general
side
or
builds in
something
here
like
too.
that. I almost feel like it's necessary to get a side build because I don't see any play features with this set. I don't. Unless if there's maybe a spring shooter in the mouth. I don't know.
There might be a gear on the tail, so it has like the swiping tail.
Well, yeah, no, we can see the gear we can see the gear right over here. We know that's gonna have a swiping thing. It's gonna be like the Dawn of Iron Doom, but I don't know. This seems like a really hard sell, if it's just the snake and like maybe one or two, maybe like 3 figures. There's got to be something else to this.
Yeah.
But other than that, there's not much to say here.
Yeah.
It's just a really zoomed in picture. We can't tell much from it. And it's definitely got to be really prelim. There's not even a background here. All right, so we've got our next set, which is
the Shuricopter. I guess Shuriken Copter. I don't know. I like this one. It looks pretty good. It's kind of
like a rip off of the Rattlecopter.
Well, I see it and I don't see it. It's weird. Like obviously they have those 2 shurikens on the front, which I guess the idea is that you'll roll these things on the ground and the shurikens will spin, just based on those 2 little trans blue pieces on the bottom.
I almost feel like those trans blue pieces are just meant for you to put them when you're in the air, just kind of spin those around.
Yeah, you could do that too. But
I really wish with this the function was you spin the top and then everything spins. But I feel like
that would be really complicated
I feel like
to
that'd
design.
Be way too complicated.
That'd be too difficult.
What is this supposed to be? A $30 set or something?
This is gonna be $30.
Yeah, that'd be way too complicated.
Just like the Rattlecopter.
Just like the Rattlecopter. Yeah, it's got the curve design here. This
it has
screams Rattlecopter to me.
It has a very similar design. It has pretty much the exact same design as far as the blades go. They're angled kind of forward, just like the Rattlecopter was. It has the sort of giant handle tail thing in the back.
Yeah.
It has a very similar design. The only thing is, like, on this set, those 2 shuriken sections are angling forward. If they were angling backward, it'd be just completely the Rattlecopter. But I really like the Rattlecopter, so I kind of like this one too.
You know what the thing is though? Even though this is like a ripoff of the Rattlecopter, I'm not gonna hate on this set. This set it's good. The Rattlecopter was a good set. This set looks good. Now the thing with this is it's really prelim, obviously, and there's no background here. We also have the confidential sticker, which this is going to be like the first time I complain about this, but I can't tell if there's going to be flick fire missiles or maybe spring loaded shooters, something like some sort of function or something like that.
I don't see anything particularly sticking out, but I doubt they wouldn't include one of those things.
And no minifigures either.
Yeah, and no side builds. The one thing with this set, because I can tell it's going to be a Zane set because they have a 2x2 rounded printed tile that they put on all the Zane spinners, and they put it on the Zane bike, and they've been throwing it on a lot of Zane sets pretty much since SOG, and they have 2 of them, one right above the cockpit windshield and then one on the top of the rotors.
Yeah.
So you can tell it's the Zane set, but I want to see some sort of side build for the villain, or at least a jetpack like the Rattlecopter did. But yeah, just give us something.
If there's a jetpack, I'm gonna lose my mind.
You're telling me you don't want to see those ice samurais just flying around?
I don't know.
Yeah, well.
Yeah, I feel like this is pretty good for this one.
Okay, we got this bike set. I really like this set.
This set's good.
Yeah, I know this is gonna be $20. It's kind of ridiculously oversized.
Yeah.
When I look at it compared to that minifigure. But I don't care. It looks really cool, and it's got a really different design.
Yeah,
I don't know. It just works really well for me.
When you said it was $20, I remember I was just like, what, $20? Like, no way. It's gonna be a good deal. If this is a $20 set, which, my brother, that's what he's saying, and we're usually really good on prices.
Yeah, if we're gonna be wrong about prices, I'll tell you guys now, it'll probably be this one because it's so early on where we don't really have official prices, but this is I'm probably like a solid 85% sure $20. Also, something to notice that we probably should have mentioned with the 4x4 katana, they have these new giant like gold pieces that wrap around these tires on the back, which on the katana set I don't really like it, but here I think it's really good. Because on the katana set they feel like they just widen the tires for no reason, but on this one they wrap around and it kind of gives it a cooler look.
The other thing with these tires is you can tell, at least with this image, that these are those kind of the like biggest size tire. I almost want to say it's going to be like the same size as the Technic Porsche tires, which I'm just saying that because like I'm right next to it. Those are some pretty nice sized tires. Again, for a $20 set, this is insane. No way this isn't 300 pieces or something. A lot of nice details going on with this. We know there's spring-loaded shooters.
I actually have these tires like on me, so these you guys can't see them, but I have the tire, like the exact tire. There's no way they're definitely smaller than the Porsche tires.
Yeah, they're a little bit smaller.
They're pretty big. They're sizable.
So yeah.
So
they're just
as far as $20 sets go, like if you guys have the new Legacy Kai's Blade Cycle, this tire is about double the size of that. So we've got a pretty good sized thing on our hands here. It's just a really really good looking set.
Now the thing with this, as I mentioned, spring loaded shooters, only one minifigure from what we can tell, which, I mean,
it's gonna have more. It's gonna have more. There's no way.
I don't know. I feel like if this is actually...
It's just a standard as far as Lego sets go. There's no way they include one good guy, a giant good guy vehicle, and no bad guy. There's got to be at least one other minifigure, and it's just going to be... I'm going to assume it's a Fire Snake guy. I can't say for sure.
Only because...
Yeah.
The only logic we can even go off for this is the fact that right next to it looks like a... gray, not gray, sorry, sand colored, so Fire Snake.
That doesn't matter. That's irrelevant.
That's all I've got going for that. It's just a complete guess.
That was such a terrible reason. Oh, the set next to it, guys, has a sand background.
But I do want to say, I keep mentioning these spring load shooters, but it's on the spring load shooters, right? Something that's either a sticker or printed along with a print or a sticker on the back for the flag, which means this has got to be at least this set. It's got to be decently far into production.
The bike has to be pretty far. Obviously, the minifigure is not. I think we can all tell that this minifigure is probably not.
No, this minifigure is elite. This is the best minifigure. This is the cream of the crop.
I love it.
For
it's
minifigures.
Great.
Now, the other thing I want to say is, we were talking about prints and confidential image, kind of in the way. But it does look like there's prints, or at least rock texturing pieces.
There is definitely a 2x2 rounded tile that has some sort of printing. The rest of it looks like it's mainly just rock texturing, which I'm fine with.
The rock texturing,
I like the idea
I don't know why.
Of using the rock texturing.
Yeah. I don't know why, but it looks like it's a new piece. Maybe
it's not.
I don't think it is. I think it's just the brown ones that we've had, but the different color. It just looks really nice. I don't know why.
The light gray, especially just for coal vehicles in general, the light gray is, I think, just completely new.
Yeah, this set looks really good.
Yeah, This is one of the few sets from this wave that I would probably be getting like day one.
Day one in full price.
Yeah, full price. Not going to Target for this one. Not going to Walmart. Going to Target.
Going to Target and pay $40 for the $30 Water Strider. I don't know if you guys remember that. That was a thing.
Yeah.
Because Water Strider was supposed to be $40, but they moved it down to $30. For
they changed their mind and made the Water Strider $30. But Target didn't get the memo, and then Target sold it for $40.
Yeah, but I mean, there's not much to say here. This is just really good. If this is $20, this is just a steal. I can't imagine this being like less than close to 300 pieces or something. But you have anything else to say with this?
No, let's move on here.
Yep. Okay.
Oh,
okay. Now you got the Lloyd Titan mech or whatever this thing is called.
I don't care. This set,
Liwa Uxar combo.
yeah, this set is it's so good.
Best set of the wave.
Easily. The only thing with this set is, I mean, it's gonna be expensive, but
whatever.
I don't care.
It looks huge. Looks huge.
This I'll go even as a prelim. This is looking like a contender for one of the best Ninjago mechs, if not Lego mechs ever. This is so well done. Just the leg section in general is so unique and so greatly covered. Like, you can see this entire set. They've really gone just like full send on the design work.
It's so unique.
On the arms, you can see on both sides they have like side stud construction or whatever, so they have it covered up with Nexonite shields. On the legs, they do the same thing, but they're also like fully custom built legs, and they're on this angular pattern.
Yeah, the arms too. One arm has the sword, but the other arm has a saw, and it's got a gear here. But I feel like this gear just fits in with everything else.
It feels like it's supposed to be. It just feels like a part of the set. The one thing I'll say about this saw is, I wish they would have just made a shield instead. It's like, they have those giant saw blade pieces that they used as shields in a lot of Bionicle or Construction sets. I don't know how many people remember Bionicle Construction, but the point is that it would work here. It's well proportioned and sized well enough where it would make sense for him to have the saw shield, and it would just work.
Yeah. And the other thing, this is just a complete dream. I don't think this is going to be in the set. Those wings flap. This is just like, this is so good. I don't think they're gonna flap.
I don't think they flap. I think they'll have articulation. Do think there are. Yeah, I was gonna say, I think they're adjustable.
There's no way they won't be. The one looks like it's on a different angle than the other one.
It's such a great set.
Not only is this such a great set, this looks like one of the most complete sets we've seen so far.
Yeah, this by far looks the most complete out of anything.
Like, we've got Lloyd. I think this is Zane with the Kai thing. So that we know that's not too complete.
I can't tell for sure, but
I feel like it's Zane just because it's hard to see.
The problem is because he looks like he's in the Spinjitzu piece, but it blends in with the background so much that I can't tell.
That's why.
But I guess you could lean towards Zane based on that.
I don't think he's in the Spinjitzu thing. I think it's just him doing Spinjitzu, but I can't tell. And then you've got 3 of these Ice Warriors, which I guess they look cool. I don't know. It's hard to say because it looks like some of them are missing like armor and stuff.
From what I've seen from just minifigure leaks, all the Ice Warriors look really, really cool.
Yeah.
They all have these like transparent ice or transparent light blue things. Like, they have transparent light blue arms, and they have transparent light blue legs. They look really cool.
Yeah, it looks like they have transparent light blue weapons, which is really awesome. At least
that I
pictures.
doubt.
Yeah, in the pictures, that's what I'm seeing with 2 of these figures.
That'd be awesome.
If that happens, that'd be just insane. I don't think we need to spend more time on this set.
Yeah.
Though. Like,
moral of the story: set is great. Buying it day one, and you should buy it too.
Even if this is like $80, which is still really high. Day one.
Yeah, but day one at Walmart, so you save money.
Day one at Walmart, so it's $64, because that's how Walmart does stuff.
All right.
Can we skip this one?
No, we gotta talk about
Land Bounty.
Land Bounty. All right, so this set, I don't know what they were because I look at it and the idea is good, but the idea is so terribly executed.
Look at this minifigure. We got a dude with green hands and black legs.
Yeah, what is going on with these? These guys look like straight from Star Wars. They have like the Star Wars like alien heads, but then they have like because they're supposed to be the fire snakes. So the one guy in the very right corner, he has like the whole actual like snake general leg thing, but then he has like the Star Wars head, and then the one guy has this like red whip thing. It's just complete random guy. I don't know what's going on.
We've also got
with
another
these minifigures.
spinner, which just totally looks like a Nia spinner.
Yeah, it looks just straight up like the one from Legacy. It looks like they just
It
had
might
it.
be.
They,
I don't know.
They had some left over in production, and were just like, well, I guess we'll throw it in this set just so we can get rid of them.
It might just be
It's probably prelim, but that's what it looks like.
Yeah, because it looks like everything on the ground is just like absolutely prelim. Even probably the minifigures on here. Are those 2 J's?
Oh my god! I think those are 2 J's. God, you gotta look at this. Look on the side of the truck. You see that third wheel in the back? There's a J. Then you look right next to this flag. It's another J at the cannon. What is going on here, guys? Double J's. Double the J, double the fun. But we should probably talk about the actual set here.
Yeah, let's get with that.
So, first off, I'm assuming this is very clearly supposed to be the Destiny's Bounty, but I guess it crashed and now they don't have water around, so they transformed to be a boat, which, alright, fine, whatever. Good idea, sure. But they spent way too much actually building this underside of this section to connect these wheels and this whole frame, and they left nothing for the top section, and so the top section looks super incomplete and super boring, has no space. It's just
the head's not even there. Like
the dragon heads like aren't there.
It's supposed to be in the front.
It's because
you could have put one there at least.
You look at the bottom and it just has this full
monster truck.
Yeah, this monster truck, super like constructed frame. But they left nothing else for the top. They like ran out of budget and they like didn't have anything else to do.
Here's what I think of this set. I think the bottom just screams to me like kind of like skull truck. And the top just screams the 2012 Destiny's Bounty. But then you take those sets and you just take the bottom of the skull truck and you take half of the Destiny's Bounty. You take all the bad boring parts that no one wants.
Yeah, you get rid of the dragon head and you just like connect some stuff and just hope.
I just hate everything about this. There's no roof here, which I guess
I don't mind. I don't know. I don't mind there not.
I guess
being a
that
roof,
works.
But I don't know what this.
Even the sails. Why have the sails? If you're gonna remove anything, remove the sails. We don't need the sails.
I can't blame them for keeping the sails just so you can know it's supposed to be a boat, but the sails do really look kind of stupid here.
Yeah, I hate the back sail. That's okay.
I don't know. I'm
the
not
front
even
sail
sure
just looks awful.
When we get official images of this set, I don't know if it's gonna be saved. Just the way I've seen other people react too is I have not seen really anything positive about this set. I have not seen anyone looking at this set like, oh man, this is the set. This is gonna be great. I'm so hyped for the land bounty. I'm gonna buy it day one. Like everyone's looking at this set and they're just like, what happened?
And the thing is this is gonna be expensive.
Yeah,
this isn't gonna be a cheap set.
This is a set.
I've heard this might be about 130.
This is a set. This is not 130, but this is a set nearing 1,300 pieces. It's in that kind of range, and I want to be generous here and give it 100, but just going off Hunted last year, I'm guessing this is gonna be 110 like the Diesel Knot was, and that's not good. That's not gonna bode well for this set for me. That's too expensive for this, and it's not gonna work.
I'm just gonna be honest. It looks like garbage.
It's just not there.
Let's just
like
move on.
We've gotten so many great sets over this past year, and now we've got this thing. It's no. All right, let's go.
Yeah, let's get out of this thing.
All right, other big set. This Ice Fortress thing. I'm not really that big on this set either. The thing with this set is it looks like the Dragon Pit, right? But it looks like they took the Dragon Pit and they wanted to redo it, but they got confused and they were like, we want to make the dragon bigger. We want to make the dragon like Firstborn. But then they went, oh crap, we still have to make like an actual building. And so they had to like do some random stuff. Like if you look at this dragon, the wings are huge, right? But just look at the actual dragon. It's got a really thin tail. The tail's really long. It has a really small body. It only has 2 legs. It doesn't have 3 legs. And then you look at the head section, it's got a giant neck and it's got the head. So they had clearly a size they wanted to go with, and they had these wings. But then they like realized that they couldn't actually bulk the torso up. And so everything's kind of weird now with the proportions, which I'm gonna have to see this closer because right now the dragon still looks pretty good to me, and I mean they can pull off a dragon with a giant head. All those original like 2011 dragons, like the ice dragon, the original one, that one looked fine. It had the giant head. It worked. We'll see how this one goes. It's very weird because it's so messed up on proportions, but I think it can work.
Yeah, and then the fortress.
Yeah, the fortress is disappointing.
It sucks.
Well, I don't think
yeah.
it sucks, but it does look kind of incomplete. Like they have this random tower on the side with like a crossbow for some reason.
The thing though is with this random tower, here's what they really should have done. Put the tower on the right that's really, skinny, and that random tower. Combine those two, just have one, nice kind of bigger tower. And I think this set automatically just looks like the whole fortress looks way more complete.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out what this set.
Super beefy, and the other side's like kind of like.
Yeah, the other set's just like a part. I'm trying to figure out what happened to the middle of this set.
I wonder if that's where the dragon's supposed to go.
Yeah, I've been looking at this, and I'm trying to figure out if it's supposed to be like the fire temple, but I don't think it is because the more I look at it, I'm like, well, I don't think this is like the fire temple where the dragon lives there. I think Zane's gonna like take this dragon, and they're going to go to the fortress. Like it doesn't make sense in the context to me that it would like the dragon would just be there.
Yeah, and then the other thing is the minifigures. I don't know I can't even tell you who these minifigures are.
Yeah, they get.
I know we got Lloyd, who looks just so random in this.
Yeah, they've got a random Lloyd on the spinner.
We got a Nia that looks like.
I can't tell
weird.
if that's Nia.
We got random dude like just like chilling over here. I don't know who he is.
Yeah, that looks like
Ninjago
like movie Cole.
We got like an ice guy. I don't know what's going on with them.
There's one ice samurai. There's one person with the Nia hairpiece, but I don't want to say it's Nia because it looks all messed up.
Yeah, I can't even tell you if there's minifigures in like in the fortress, like just doing stuff.
I'm trying to figure out.
I hope there is though, because if there isn't, I can't even tell you if there's a minifigure on the dragon. But like, if we're only seeing 4 minifigures. If there's only 4 minifigures in this giant set, which is going to be the most expensive set, and like it's not that great. I mean,
looking at it now, there's at least 6. I can tell there's 6. Zane's on the dragon. There's one guy in the tower.
Yeah,
there's 6.
Yeah,
there's the 3 on the bottom. There's Lloyd. 6. There's Zane on the dragon, and there's one guy in the tower. And right at the right underneath the confidential thing next to the wing, it looks like there could just be another guy like jumping off, but that's hard to tell. Listen, when you get behind like the confidential, things get blurry there. You can't really tell.
Okay, yeah. This set, it's not as bad as the Land Bounty, but
yeah, it's not as good as the Dragon Pit.
Yeah, it's not.
I'm not sure if it's as good as the Temple of Resurrection. I'm not sure if it's there either.
It's really hard to say because the one if you just look at the one side, like that looks so good. Like this left side, looks really nice. But
they got this entrance section in the middle that just is so.
The entrance
is
so lackluster.
It feels so
incomplete. This right side sucks. This other thing is it's just random.
Yeah, I don't know. The set, I don't know. It's just they wanted to do the dragon. You can just tell that
they wanted
the dragon to be bigger, but they needed to do the building too, and they couldn't really balance the budget to get both things done the way they wanted to, and so we just have this. I don't know. Well,
the other thing too is maybe the building will be more impressive with official images.
Yeah, we'll see.
I feel like because the dragon just looks super big, and I feel like. That's not right.
We'll see with the official images how this set, because this is one set which I can look at right now and I think will look a lot better in official images.
You can tell like this building is supposed to be really tall, and I feel like they're gonna do a better job at actually conveying that with the official image. This just looks like the dragon just looks too big in this, which it's not a bad thing, but this has to be more scaled. I think, and I think we'll see that with official images.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's pretty much it. Overall, I guess this wave is okay. I guess.
Yeah, This is a weird wave. Usually, this feels like a wave where it shines is in all of the smaller stuff. like this particular like the $30 sets and the $20 sets, and then you have the mech, which is really good. But just mainly the big sets, other than the mech, are just not that great.
The $40 set, this katana thing at least. I mean, it's not like terrible,
like
but it's not great.
Katana Fire, it's like it's not terrible. It's
the
just
snake
there.
thing. If it's just the snake, well, that's
the snake won't be just a snake.
Yeah, it can't be just a snake. I mean, the snake does look good, but if it's just that, and somehow it's $40 or something.
But yeah, guys, official images. That's what we're looking for now.
Yeah, that's key. So
that's where we'll really get we'll get to really see this wave shine. But
yeah. So basically, just stay tuned for more stuff. Obviously, when official images come out, which they won't be coming out soon. If these are August 1st releases, which means they'll be June 1st releases in Europe, expect probably April. So, and by April, late April. So we've got about a month.
That's pretty soon actually.
Until official images come out. But as for now, this is what we have, and I'm not impressed.
Yeah,
like
it's a whatever wave.
For prelims. I
this
understand.
This is the first wave. This is the first wave in a while where I don't want to just buy everything right away.
Yeah, I feel
this is the first wave where I feel like I want to wait and get some discounts.
I want to wait on a lot of these sets too. Yeah, even if we only if we could get them really early. That what I consider saying. Why not? But some of these like land bounty. Even if I
don't think I would want to buy a land bounty that early.
Even if I could get
unless if it looks so much better in official images.
Yeah.
Because just that set right now just does not look good at all.
Yeah, land bounty's just whatever. But this mech thing.
Oh, this mech, I'll buy like 3 of them.
I'll buy 3 of them. All right. But yeah, that's pretty much it for our thoughts. Hope you guys enjoyed this really long, lengthy video. Hopefully you sat through it. If you did, congrats. Yeah, we really appreciate that. But until next time, it's Hfmasters saying goodbye.